All right, so Hotpit Round 3 is a wrap. We just ran the MX5 out here, had some battles. It was kind of a wild event. We were running a unique track, basically a layout that was reminiscent of the Atlanta track. So what we run in Formula Drift with the horseshoe, but we ran it here at Irwindale, which was actually really cool. It was awesome to run a different layout at a track that we've actually drifted for years. The car was working great. We got a new turbo, new injectors, or at least cleaned up injectors, did a lot of maintenance on it, fresh tuning, got it up in the 700 horsepower range again. We didn't have a chance to get the nitrous working, but we're going to continue to do a bunch of work on the car because I'd like to get it back to some of its previous Formula Drift glory. When we built this car in 2015 and ran into 2017, it was a very fun car, competitive car, but obviously drifting progresses, racing progresses, so it was time to make some updates. Unfortunately, with today's event, I got eliminated early. I'm not that happy about it. I got ran into in turn 1, and it actually popped the door open. I had to go back to the pits. It damaged the door lock, so the door was stuck open. And during that time, it's obviously affecting me. I've been hit. I thought I was at the advantage. I thought it was the other driver's fault. So I didn't call 5 minutes. I thought I was going to get back out there and have a good run, but the car ended up having more damage than I thought. And so it went into a limp mode on that second lap. And I thought to myself, well, okay, that's not that big of a deal. He hit me. I had a limp mode. We'll probably get a one more time out of this and get to go again. But they ended up deeming the crash my fault, which I don't really agree with, being that this is an Atlanta-style track. The initiation at Atlanta is often a flick to an e-brake, and I did something similar to that. And then the judges said no, that I wasn't supposed to decel. And I have a little bit of a disagreement with that because at Atlanta there is decel upon initiation. I don't think they were nearly clear enough, at least to what I felt like they described. And as I ran other cars in practice, as my spotter called the different shots of where I was supposed to be, I thought I was positioning the car well. I even ran some other competitors in practice. They said the runs seemed good, so it was kind of a big surprise that when the other driver hit me in the first turn, that they deemed it my fault. So I'll definitely be going back and reviewing the runs and kind of checking it out. Obviously, I'm just out here to have fun. This is Hotpit. It's not Formula Drift. This is my older car. It's really a test car where we like to develop stuff, test new things. That's why we're testing a new turbo. We're always testing different ideas. I think we might change the porting on it. We removed the anti-lag system and are going back to a nitrous fogger, which on the Formula Drift car, we run the direct injection nitrous. And I think as we go to future builds, which I do plan to build a new car in the very near future, we're going to continue to push basically the amount of rotors we have and where we place the nitrous. I do like that direct port injection. But we already had a fogger on this car, so I figured it's an opportunity to use what we had. Well, I am thinking that that's probably a wrap. As you can see, everybody's working on packing it up. We're all tired. It was a pretty big push to go from St. Louis to California, swap cars, and then just days later get out here to Irwindale. And I will say it was a lot of fun. I mean, aside from the crash, aside from the finishing position, had a blast out here. Really fun drift event. A lot of great competitors, Formula Drift drivers, D1 drivers, and hot pit drivers. So I guess in the end we just go back, clean things up, and we'll try it again. And that will be a wrap.